we can often wonder if we can work out what a narcissistic person is attracted to, we can become less attractive to them. However, when it comes to narcissistic people, what they are attracted to is supply. And the best way to become less attractive to them is steps like calling them out early on their behaviour, not being there for them whenever they say jump and you say how high, having those strong, healthy boundaries around them, not being charmed by them, not supporting them, getting to know the full story. You'll often find that narcissistic people will leave you alone a lot quicker because they fear exposure. Now, whether it's a romantic, a friendship, or a professional setting, individuals with narcissistic tendencies often gravitate towards certain individuals. However, it's crucial to note that not all narcissistic people are attracted to the same qualities. You can have a narcissist that jumps from one relationship to the next, where the new victim is kind of morphed into looking like the old victim, and that's the narcissist's psychological manipulation. So their haircut and their hair colour changes to the old victim, their clothing style changes to the old victim due to the narcissist's psychological manipulation. Or they go through 4 similar types of people. Or a narcissist might talk badly of a certain type of person, usually because they're envious of that person, and the next minute you know they end up with that type of person. So it varies from narcissist to narcissist. They can go for somebody with looks, or they can go for somebody with money. When it comes to narcissistic people, they do tend to go for people with high levels of empathy and compassion, those willing to understand and care and help and support the narcissist. Now, although narcissistic people in themselves lack the empathy to care about other people, they find people with this quality enticing because the narcissist finds it a lot easier to exploit another person's empathetic skills, to feed off the compassion and the energy supplied by that person. Narcissistic people have that low self-esteem, and they can also, because they hide this from society, they can also go for people with low self-esteem, those who are insecure, those who lack confidence but are open and honest about their vulnerabilities, unlike a narcissist. Because to the narcissist, those people are incredibly easy to charm, to flatter. And then once they've raised that person up, they will quickly begin to devalue, to exploit those very vulnerabilities within that person, allowing the narcissist to maintain control over that person. Now, when it comes to a narcissistic person themselves, they're missing things within them that they're not willing to recognise or work from. So they can look for those qualities within others to fill them up. However, because they're looking for external sources, it never fulfills them. So they're constantly seeking more outside sources of supply, outside sources of energy. They're looking for things to make them feel better rather than learning how to feel better within themselves. And they can also go for people with high self-esteem, with confidence, as narcissistic people perceive these people as a symbol of status and superiority. And these people can have high energy levels and can be very endearing. However, they're still honest and they still have empathy for other people. Yet a narcissist is naturally envious of these types of people. So even when they've got these kinds of people, the narcissist will go all out to destroy them, because being around those people makes the narcissist feel inferior. They're not willing to support and help, and because they lack those qualities within themselves, they look to destroy those qualities within other people. They can also latch on to successful people to reinforce to the narcissist themselves that they are successful. Again, they are envious of people like this, so they go all out to quickly devalue and destroy whatever it was they were envious of within that successful person. They take a person and they destroy that person, and then they leave that person and blame that person. Those keen to please and help and support other people, narcissistic people fundamentally fear abandonment. So when they fear abandonment and rejection, finding somebody who is willing to help and support them is a great supply for a narcissist, because it's easier for the narcissist to mould and get that person to conform to the narcissist's demands. Traits or characteristic traits such as intelligence and creativity. Narcissistic people do not appreciate these in other people unless they're actually interested in that topic. They do not appreciate these in other people because the narcissist wants to be better than all others. However, if another person can make the narcissist look good through association, the narcissist will latch on to those people in order to gain the admiration. People who challenge them. Now, this might seem contradictory, because when a narcissist comes across those who refuse to tolerate the narcissist, who set healthy boundaries, who call the narcissist out early on, who expose the narcissist, a good majority of narcissistic people, they might try again, and then they might try a different approach, and then they usually give up because they're not getting what they want. However, other narcissistic people do like a challenge. And the thing here is, you must never give in, because the second you give in, they win. And then they seek to get you where they want you and then punish you for making them wait so long. So some narcissistic people are looking for those who provide the narcissist a challenge. So when it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, it's nothing to do with who you are as a person. You can't change yourself to avoid them. You can just become aware of their behaviours so that you can recognise what you're dealing and no longer fall prey for them. Because a narcissistic person is interested in supply, and what is down to whatever supply that individual narcissist is looking for at that particular moment in time. Once you do recognise someone with narcissistic tendencies, the best way to protect yourself is to avoid them at all costs, for your psychological, your emotional, your physical, your financial, your health and your wealth. Your best option is to recognise their behaviours and walk away from them early on and avoid them as much as possible, because the less you're sort of in the narcissist zone, the more they'll focus on those, unfortunately, who are in their zone, who are feeding the narcissist the supply that they are looking for. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support with the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people. If you cannot give no contacts, then different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, we do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of books out on Amazon, 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People, if you're unable to go no contact, and a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse. I'll link those into the description also if you'd like to go and check them out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.